And the final thing we have to do is then print it, set it up, set the layout out, and print it. So the way we're going to do that is we go to layout 1 down here. Do you see that right there where it says layout 1? Click on layout 1. Okay. Right mouse click on layout 1 and go to page setup manager. Okay. This little window will pop up. Hit modify. We're going to change the printer to the PDF, Adobe PDF. Okay. We're going to change this to 11 by 17. Okay. Then if we, this isn't open, there's a little button down here that points to the right. Click on that. This we always change to monochrome. So we're going to change it because we want black and white. We don't want color. And then every other thing else we're going to set this, keep the same. Don't change the scale here because we worry about that inside the viewport. So once I do that, click close. Then this is my viewport. Okay, so I'm going to make the viewport bigger than the paper. So I'm just going to click on that corner. So click and release. Zoom back a little bit more. Click release. Drag out, then click again. There, it's outside there. So now what I have to do is I have to bring in. So I'm going to just zoom in. So Z, enter, A, enter, zooms back in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my border. I'm going to have a border that's going to go in here. So I go to, I want to go to Insert, right here, Insert. Click on the Insert button here. Click on More Options. A little window will pop up like this here. I'm going to hit Browse. Now pay attention here where we're going to go to do this. So I'm going to go to Browse. I'm going to go to the L drive, which is right here. So L drive, see this one right here, volume 1, student L. We're going to go to double click on data, double click on applied text share folder, and then we're going to double click on architecture. Inside there, there's a title block B. Title block B, that's the one we want to open. So we're going to click on open there. You'll see a title block B will come here. We're going to specify on screen. Nope, we're going to leave that unchecked. We're going to leave that unchecked and leave that unchecked and just hit OK. A little window will come up like this. And inside there, we're going to instructor. Over here, say all capital letters, Mr. space, Mr. Thompson. And then down here where it says scale, we're going to go 3/8 inch equals 1 apostrophe dash 0 quotation marks, which is 1 foot 0 inches. Then in where it says project name 1, I want you to put wall section, all capital letters, and then hit. Oh, that's not what I want to do. So let's see, I messed up here. I'm going to double click in here. It'll open up another window like this. I'm going to go to actually change it to. I'm going to go to address 1 and type in your name. So we're going to type in your name there. So I'll put in my name. Okay. So again, let me go through that again, just real quick. So again, we're going to come to here. Oops. Insert. More options. You know how to go through that. I've already got it set up here. Hit OK. And so in address 1, we're going to put your name. So Andrew Thompson. Then project name, I'm going to put wall section. Hit OK. You'll notice how those things are now in there. We also have instructor. You'll put my name there too. If I forget to do it, double click on here. A window will open up. Find where it says instructor and then put my name, Mr. Thompson. There's the border. The border is done. You see how it's all there. Now, I'm going to click down here where it says paper. Do you see where it says paper there? Click on there. So I'm in model. See, now I'm in model. We've talked about this before. And here's paper because it's all paper moves. When I hit model there, it goes into the viewport. So once I'm in model, see how this line becomes thick right here? I'm going to come down here, right in this area right here where it says scale size, right there. I'm going to change that to 3/8 inch equals a foot. 3/8 inch equals a foot right there. Push the mouse button or the wheel in, and I can pan this around to get it right in the middle. Make sure all the words are inside the border. Nothing's outside of it. Once I've got it centered the way I want it, it looks good. All I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back to model, click on model here until I'm in paper space, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to print it. So I'll just print. It'll print as a PDF. Again, remember, we always hit preview to make sure it looks good before we print it, and that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. And that's what you'll upload that then to Classroom, and that's what I'll grade. And that's the finished product. Of course, this isn't the correct one. This is what it's going to look like when you're done. Oops, undo. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. That's the finished product right there. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. Have fun.